Yeah, so like always, really appreciate everybody coming out and covering Penn State football. We had a phenomenal experience at the Rose Bowl. I want to thank the Rose Bowl, just from the time we stepped off the plane. Not even talking about the game, we were just treated first class, so we're very, very appreciative of that. And I'm just proud of these guys. I was here in 2016, one of the better Rose Bowl games, and watched somebody else celebrate. And I wanted this for them. And I couldn't have wrote the script any better for Sean Clifford to be the offensive MVP, and my man Tig to be the defensive MVP. It's awesome. Sending these guys out the right way. In a time in college football, I think it's more challenging than ever. So just really proud of our guys. Offense, defense, and special teams, we really played a really good, complete game. I thought Kalen King's interception really got us going and got us started. And then we were able to get pressure on their quarterback, which we weren't able to do early in the game. And that started changing some things for us. Obviously, the big run by Nick Singleton. Barney Moore punted well all night long because it was a position game. I'm playing Coach Whittingham as the defensive head coach. And they were really, you talk about drive start battle, they were really winning that. So our guys just stuck together, made some big plays when we needed to, and we found a way to get a win against a really, really good Utah team. And I do want to take a moment and just make sure that we show enough respect and appreciation for the University of Utah. I got so much respect for the university as a whole, for Coach Whittingham and what he's done across his entire career. Watching them on tape, for people that know and love football, that's a really good football team. So just a credit to them and a credit to these guys that are up here.
We'll open up the floor for questions. We'll take one right in the front. There.
Daniel Young, Lions 24/7. Sean, can you walk us through the little curtain call there at the end to have that opportunity to go off, and then overall to cap your career in this way here? What does that mean to you right now?
Yeah, it means a lot. Just being able to see, all my teammates on the sideline with smiles on their faces. I came up with some great leaders, Trace McSorley and Tommy Stevens and Billy Fessler in the QB room, and great leaders on that team in 2017, the group that I was a freshman with. So just being able to, see those faces of my teammates, it just means the world. Just couldn't be prouder to be at Penn State.
Next question comes from the front right here.
Coach, guys, congratulations on the win. Mr. Rich, KTLA. To start off the game, there was a little bit of a conservative approach in the passing game in the first two drives. Then Sean really started to light things up. Coach, can you walk us through what you saw in the game in the air, especially some of the big plays? And then Sean, can you take us through how you felt in your progressions as you got more comfortable in this game?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily describe it the way you did. They're two really good defenses. We have a great defense led by Tig, who I think is the best safety in college football, and it's not.
Yes, sir. Facts. It's a fact.
Glad you feel that way, Tig. But I don't think there's enough people talking about this guy. But two really good defenses, two really good defensive coordinators. We weren't able to sustain drives. I think we would have opened some things up. We were trying to get a first down. We weren't able to do that early in the game. They were playing extremely aggressive with what we call cover zero, with no safeties and bringing pressure. And once Sean and Coach Ursus were able to kind of get a feel for what they were doing and how they were doing it, then we were able to kind of mix some things in, both run and pass. So I thought Sean's scramble, early in the game where he hit Keandre on the sideline was a huge play in the game for us as well. But I think it's just two really good defensive football teams. And then our offense was able to kind of settle down and get going after that.
Yeah, I would pretty much second that. Realistically, I mean, it's the bowl game, and you have a month to prepare, so there's going to be some things that Utah does. They did a really good job of preparing for us. So just getting that feel, the first drive, second drive, and then once we understood, okay, they're going to be coming out in this more. Once we saw that defense, it was easier to start to scheme some things up, really hone into specific parts of the game plan. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll take a question from the blue jacket.
Yeah, Dean Straka, 24/7 Sports. Coach, this could be the final Rose Bowl pitting the Big Ten against the Pac-12. With that in mind, how much does it mean to win this one, given the change that could be on the horizon?
Yeah, and not only that, I also understand that, it's a 100-year anniversary of Penn State playing in this in 1923 as well. So just so much tradition and history with this bowl. And then obviously specific to Penn State, and then playing Utah. There's not too many things in 2023 where you can say it's never happened before. Penn State had never played, Utah before. So a lot of really cool things. But most importantly, I'm so proud of these guys and how they handled themselves. And I'm talking about it all. The feedback from the Rose Bowl staff about our players and how they conducted themselves. From LA Live, the JW Marriott, they were phenomenal with us, and the feedback I got about our players. That's very important to us at Penn State, not just winning on the football field, but doing it in the classroom and in the community as well. And these two guys are great examples of that.
Our next question on the right up here.
Say, what were you guys able to do in the second half to really, obviously the quarterback came out, but other than that, what were you guys able to do in the second half to really slow down their offense?
I think in the second half we had to, take a look at ourselves. A lot of emotions happened in this game when guys started to get out of their way of the scheme. And the second half we went in the locker room and everybody got their jitters out, and we just played together, trusted each other a little more, and we was able to execute more on more plays.
Okay, next question's from the left right there, standing.
Hey, Sean, I'm guessing outside of playing a national title game, the Rose Bowl is the game. Growing up, you probably watched it all your life. So now you're in it, you win it. What's it like for you to have an excellent Rose Bowl game?
It means a lot. I actually posted a picture on my social media of me as a kid. I was in 5th grade or 4th grade, and my dad surprised me with the opportunity to fly out here with a really good friend of mine and his dad. And I just remember really falling in love with football at that camp, and specifically falling in love with the quarterback position. So for it to come full circle, and then to be able to just be a spoke in the wheel for this team in the Rose Bowl, it's just such a blessing.
Our next question is from the front right here.
Dennis Freeman, News for Us Online. Coach Franklin, the big run by Nicholas and the big catch by Keandre, how did it change the dynamics of the game?
Yeah, when you're playing a defense like that where it's hard to get yards, you're going to have a difficult time going on a 16-play, 80-yard drive against that defense. You're going to have to create some explosive plays. So it's interesting, they were in cover 0, and we actually did a fake check where we were looking to the sideline and then snapped the ball. We did something similar with Saquon Barkley in the Fiesta Bowl a few years ago. Caught him in cover 0. They were in a bare front, which I wouldn't say is the ideal front to run that play into. But once you crease them, with Nick's speed, you're able to obviously, make a huge play and swing the momentum in the game. And then Keandre as well. I think, Keandre is a great story. I think all these players, they come to Penn State and they kind of have in their mind this vision of how it's going to go. And it very rarely goes that way. And Keandre has just trusted the process and persevered. He's extremely talented. And I just think he has such a bright future. So to see him have such a big night is great because there's so many lessons that are being taught through the game of football. And I'm really proud of Keandre and how far he's grown, both personally and professionally. So those were 2 big plays in the game. And 2 guys that I think all of us we expect those guys to make those types of plays.
Our next question is on the left-hand side there.
Hi, Grigsby, WGAL TV. Tate, you remember telling me at Media Day that you wanted to win this game to make your coach smile. To be able to do that, what does that mean?
I make you smile, Coach. No, since day one, since Coach recruited me, he's been a blessing to me. He's took me in, he's made me a part of his family. And as a player, that's all you can ask for as a coach, to treat you just like how he treats his kids. And the only way I know the coach got a lot. The only way I could get back to coaches is to win him a Rose Bowl, win him a championship, period. And I sacrificed everything I possibly could to make that happen for him. And I hope I made you smile.
It made me smile, but I also want to say this. You know, in today's college football, where these players are being pulled in 1,000 different directions, both Penn State and Utah, we had very few opt-outs in the game. We had great leadership. Jake wanted to stay in the game. I pulled him out, made him come out of the game, him and P.J. Mustipher. I wanted Sean to have that opportunity. You know, he kind of hit me on the sideline. You know, we kind of got in an argument. He didn't want to come out of the game, but I wanted to take a moment for him to come out of the game and be recognized, because Sean's experienced it all at Penn State. He really has. And, you know, there's so many good things about this game, but there's so many good young men like T and Sean and PJ. I can go on and on and on, at a time that it is more challenging than it's ever been. So I couldn't be more proud of these guys, how they conducted themselves, not just in this game, but really throughout their entire careers. And they got great stories. They got great stories, and I look forward to continuing to be a part of their life and watching them go on and do great things.
Our next question is going to be from the middle left there, Lisa. That's fine.
Thank you so much. John W. Davis with Orange County Register. I want to start with Sean. Sean, what did you see on that 88-yard touchdown pass to number one? And then also, all three of you, just wondering what you thought about that, I'll call it a soccer-style celebration, if you guys call it.
Yeah. No, it was up for debate, you know, whether we wanted to take a shot. It was that 3rd down and 4. And, you know, I've been seeing the same look all game, so I was definitely, you know, a proponent for taking that shot. And I know that Keandre wanted it too. So, you know, great players make great plays, and Keandre got him. I mean, anybody could have thrown that one. So, you know, kudos to Dre. He played a great game. And for Selly, I have no idea what he's talking about. So.
Yeah, we're not sure what you're talking about, the celebration. I don't want to kill him, because literally Terry Smith said on the headset to me, I think Keandre pulled his hamstring. Yeah, whatever he's watching, stop watching.
Our next question will come from the right-hand side, right over here.
Colin Beasley, Philadelphia Inquirer. Sean, you had a Penn State career with so many ups and downs. What does it mean to you
A lot of ups.
to end your career on a day like
Lot of ups, few downs.
Appreciate that, Coach. No, it means a lot just to be in this position. I just think back to all the different teams that I've been part of. You know, and quarterback's a funny position because he gets all the recognition, but it's, you know, I depend on 10 other guys to get the job done constantly. And if one guy messes up, you know, and including me, you know, the whole play on offense is kind of wrecked. So, you know, I just respect, love, and appreciate every single man that has came through Penn State's programs and impacted me in whatever way, whether that be coaches, administration, staff, and especially my teammates. You know, I always talk about it, you know, and I think that in 2020, Coach Franklin, he made a statement about the locker room and culture in the locker room, and how America honestly could even reflect that in the best way. And Tate and I always talk about it because it doesn't matter race, religion, where you're from. You know, I got brothers for life in that locker room. So I can't thank everybody enough for my experience at Penn State. I've cherished every minute of it, the ups and the downs. I just couldn't be more thankful.
Okay, we have time for one more question. We'll take it on the left right there.
Coach Franklin, congratulations on the win. I don't want to catch you off guard. I want to ask you, are you aware of a situation through texting tonight with the NFL game or not at all?
You talking about with tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, so Chris Peterson kind of told me after the game, and I got Terry Smith, and me and Terry recruited tomorrow. So obviously our thoughts and prayers, it's very personal. He's from Pittsburgh, from Pennsylvania. Terry Smith and myself recruited and got to know his whole family, unbelievable family. And obviously we're sending our thoughts and prayers to him and the family, and hoping and praying that everything is okay.